As we talked about in the first video, pitch is the highness or lowness of a sound. A piccolo makes sounds that we consider high. A bass guitar makes sounds we consider low. Since rests indicate silence, they have no pitch. Notes, then, are used to indicate pitch as well as length. In music, we use letters of the alphabet to name the pitches: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. After G, we start over again with A. The second A will have twice as many vibrations per second, and the pitch will be twice as high as the first A. This is called an octave. To indicate the pitch of a sound, we put a note on a series of lines and spaces called a staff. A staff has 5 horizontal lines and 4 spaces. Each line and space is given a name to match a specific pitch. Placing a note on a line or space indicates the specific pitch to be sounded. This, however, limits us to 9 notes. Therefore, we can add short lines, called ledger lines, above or below the staff to expand the range. To cover the range of the human voice, we use 2 different staves, one for higher voices, called the treble clef, and the other for lower voices, called the bass clef. As a general rule, your voice or instrument will use one or the other. However, some instruments, such as the piano, use both. When both staves appear together, they are called the grand staff. Let's look at the treble clef. It covers the higher notes. The bottom line of the treble clef represents the note E. On a piano, this is the E just above middle C. Middle C is in the center of the piano keyboard. The bottom space represents the note F. Note when we get to the top space, we are at E again. Most people make up phrases that help them remember the names of the lines and spaces. For the lines of the treble clef, E, G, B, D, F, try Every Good Band Draws Fans, or Elvis Goes Breakdancing Fridays, or Every Good Boy Does Fine. For the spaces of the treble clef, notice that they spell face. The second staff is the bass clef. The bass clef covers the lower notes, such as those produced by bass singers or the bass guitar. The lines in the bass clef represent the notes G, B, D, F, and A. An easy way to remember this is Great Big Dragons Fly Around, or Good Burritos Don't Fall Apart, or Good Boys Do Fine Always. The spaces in the bass clef represent the notes A, C, E, and G. Remember bass clef spaces by All Cows Eat Grass. So now we know the length and pitch of a sound. The shape of the note tells us how long to hold the note, and the position on a line or space tells us which pitch to sound. But what about the black piano keys?